Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Diva Savira Adiyanti, a third semester student in the English Education program at the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, University of Mataram. So today I'll be talking about how education and technology are connected and how important technology is in schools. Alright, this is part of my midterm for advanced oral communication, and I hope you will find it useful and interesting. So, let's start by looking at the big picture, alright? Technology is like changing everything, including education. We all know that computers, tablets, and the internet are becoming, a normal part of learning today. But how important is it for schools to provide computers for their students? And is the internet really as valuable for learning as we think it is? These are big questions, and I believe the answers can help us understand the future of education. First, let's talk about computers in schools. We live in a world where almost everything depends on technology. Whether it's, communicating with others, doing some research, or working in an office, technology is involved. Think about it. How many jobs today don't require at least some computer skills? Very few, right? So if students don't learn how to use computers at school, they will have a hard time later when they enter the workforce. Computers are no longer a luxury or just something fun to use. They are a necessity. In school, students can, use computers to do research, complete assignments, and even work with their classmates. Instead of spending hours flipping through textbooks or writing everything by hand, they can just type, click, and find information quickly. Isn't that much faster and easier? Plus, many schools now use online tools and learning platforms where students can access their lessons and homework. These tools make learning more flexible because students can learn at their own pace. But let's imagine for a moment, what happens if schools don't have computers? It could mean that students are, left behind. They might not be able to practice the skills they need for their future jobs. Can you picture a student today trying to apply for a job without knowing how to use a computer? That would be a real disadvantage in today's digital world. Now, let's move on to the internet. Is it really such a valuable tool for students? In my opinion, yes, it definitely is. The internet is a huge source of information. Imagine this. You have a difficult assignment and you're not sure how to start. What do? You go online, watch a tutorial, or read an article that explains everything step by step. Isn't that amazing? The internet helps students explore subjects in more depth, find answers to their questions, and learn from experts around the world, right? Not only that, but the internet also allows students to become more independent learners. They don't have to wait for the teacher to explain everything in class. If they don't understand something, they can, go online and find extra resources to help them. For example, if a student struggles with math, they can find math tutorials or practice problems on the internet. This makes learning much more personal and gives students control over their own education. Do you think it's a good idea for students to rely on their teachers? I don't think so. It's important for them to know how to find information and learn on their own. But we can't ignore the risks that come with the internet, right? While it's full of helpful information, there are also, many distractions and even dangerous. Social media, games, and harmful websites can keep students from focusing on their studies. That's why It's important for schools and parents to teach students how to use the internet safely and responsibly. With the right guidance, students can make the most of the internet as a learning tool without falling into bad habits. Now, let's not forget how, technology helps teachers too. In the past, teachers might have only had like a chalkboard and textbooks to teach their students. But today, teachers can use technology to make lessons more interactive and, engaging, right? For example, they can show educational videos, use apps, or give online quizzes to keep students interested. Don't you think students learn better when they are excited and curious? Technology can make lessons feel more fun and connected to the real world. Plus, technology helps teachers keep track of their students' progress. There are software programs that allow teachers to see which students are struggling with certain topics and which students are doing well. This helps teachers give more personalized attention to each student, which can really improve learning outcomes. So, technology is not just helping students, it's helping teachers too. But of course, not everything about technologies in education is perfect. One of the biggest problems is that not all schools have the same access to technology. Some schools might not have enough money to, buy computers or provide fast internet connections. This creates a gap between students who have access to technology and those who don't. Do you think it's fair that some students get to use these tools while others don't? It's a serious issue, and it's something that governments and communities need to work on. So, another challenge is that some students might become too dependent on technology. For example, they might start to rely on, the internet for all their answers and stop thinking critically. Do you think it's good for students to rely on technology for everything? I don't think so. Technology should help students think better, not think for them. Okay? So teachers need to make sure that students are still developing their problem solving and critical thinking skills while using technology. So to sum everything up, technology is becoming more important in education every day. Computers and the internet have made learning faster, easier, and more flexible. They help students access more information, become independent learners, and prepare for their future jobs. But we also have to remember that not all students have equal access to these tools, and we need to teach them how to use technology wisely. So, in the end, it's clear that technology can be a powerful tool for education, but it's up to us, students, teachers, schools, and communities to make sure we're using it in the best way possible. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope this has given you something to think about. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.